In this video, I'll show you how I went from nothing to $200 billion on the Donut SMP, and how you can do it too. Also, just before the video, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. That is so insane. But we're not done yet. I want to become one of the most subscribed people on this entire SMP, so please hit that subscribe button to help me out. Now on with the video. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to RTP, and then you're gonna find some trees, and you're simply going to cut it down and make some signs. Okay, now make 3 signs, and all you're gonna want on the right is, "Hi, I'm new to the server and need money to get started. Can you help me? By the way, I love your streams / videos. They are amazing. Have a great stream. Smiley face." Okay, so the next thing you want to do is go onto YouTube and type Donut SMP live, and then you'll find a streamer who is live. There usually is one. Donut SMP live and Crystal PvP, something like this. And then basically you just want to get them to TPA to you, and you want to actually I'll show you on this guy again. I won't actually type my name in chat, but you just want to type in here TPA and then your username. If you're Bedrock, you'll have an underscore in front of your username. If you're Java, then it'll just be normal. Also, you want to do this around 6 o'clock, because usually that's when the most streamers will be on. And then you can just go from streamer to streamer begging them for money. And I am telling you, this works. When I first came onto the server, I got paid instantly $1 billion by Dr. Donut, and I got paid another $2 billion, so I'd already started off with $3 billion. Now, before the inflation update, this was enough to buy god sets for days. It was incredible. These days, that will get you started. Now, what I'm going to show you next is how to use the money. But before that, we actually have to make a base. Now, what you want to do is you want to dig down, and as you dig down, you want to block off the top with whatever blocks you collect on the way down, so that no one, unless they are hacking, can trace where you're going. Also, you need a silk touch pickaxe for this, so you might want to buy that first. Okay, now that you're at Bedrock, what you want to search for is you want to search for something at the lowest possible Y level. So I'll just show you here. -63. That is the lowest you can go. So you want to try and find something down here that is only basically a bedrock box that only has one entrance into it. If you're extremely lucky, you can actually find complete bedrock boxes that you can only ender pearl into, or ender pearl glitch into. But those are extremely rare, and if you do find one, I would recommend selling it to some rich person for billions. Like, a lot of money, because those things are the best. Now, what you do want to do is you do want to, everywhere you mine that you didn't find anything, you probably want to block this back up, because if someone finds a giant hollow area, then they're probably going to be suspicious. So, now that you've found a good spot, what you want to do is you want to set your home here, first of all, of course. And then, what I recommend doing is setting yourself a limit. Now, this limit, you will not, under any circumstance, go underneath. If you have only like $1 billion, then I'd set it as 500 million. So, you won't go underneath $500 million. This is just so that you don't spend all your money and gamble it away. What I did is I then did /AH, and I found something that I could buy for 500 mil, and then resell it to make a profit of around 10 to 20, or if you're lucky, around 100 mil. So what I used to do is enchanted books. The main one that I look for is mending, because mending always sells. So let's see, what's the cheapest mending at the moment? Mending, 195 mil. That seems... Oh, wait. So, you see these 3 mending books here? I would then buy some of them and then resell them at 200 mil. Something like that. Or I would just keep waiting until one comes up down here that's cheaper. Another good one, which I use a lot, is netherite. Now, recently I got paid this 200 bill, that's why I'm saying I used to use these, because I did used to use these. Now, at the moment, netherite, I don't know what's happened, because there's so much netherite, it used to be much less. netherite is selling for about 420 million. So that would be most of your money, but the next cheapest is 425, and then 450. So if you can buy this, and then it's sort of an investment. You then put it on for 425 million, you wait, and then bam. And then what you want to do is whenever you make profit on anything, you then want to buy spawners. Okay, one thing to note is that with spawners, you need 24 hours of playtime to be able to break them. So lots of people recommend, just before you do anything, is just leave Minecraft running for like 24 hours, and if you do /AFK, it takes you to this place where you can get shards. Now if you look on the right hand side of my screen, I have 1.04 thousand of them, and you get 1 shard for every minute you AFK in here. Now there's also a shard shop, so if you do AFK shop, and then there's this, where you can buy stuff for however many shards you have. But personally, what I think you should do instead of AFKing here is just buy a bunch of spawners and AFK at them instead. You're not going to need to instantly break your spawners unless you've accidentally placed them in the wrong spot. And you'll get so much more money from AFKing at your spawners and from selling stuff on AH than you will from just sitting here for 24 hours and getting shards. Okay, now before all of this, when I originally was buying spawners, I was told by several different people the best spawners. Some people were saying iron golem, some people were saying creeper, some people were saying skeleton, and then there was one guy saying pig. So I decided I would buy as much as I can with 1 billion of each type of spawner. So I spent $1 billion on creeper, $1 billion on skeleton, $1 billion on iron golem, and I would compare how much I get per minute with each one to see which per minute out of $1 billion is the best. So the best, surprisingly, is skeletons per billion. So if you spend $1 billion on skeleton spawners, you'll get around 704 if you buy them off the shop, and per minute you'll make $221,000. And then pig, 195,000. Zombie pigman, 178,000. Oh, okay, those are the wrong way around. Anyway, blaze third, then creeper, then iron golem. So iron golem is the worst, even though it's the most pricey, which is confusing in my opinion. But yeah, so if you're gonna buy spawners, buy skeleton. They're also really cheap to buy on auction house, so you might just want to buy them from there. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. There are a couple other methods, such as sugarcane farming, mob farming, villager trading halls, all these other things. I haven't tested them, so if they are better, please do tell me in the comments, and I will test them if you guys really want me to. But in my opinion, this is the best way to do it. Just keep investing and investing in spawners, and then over time, you'll have if you get to millions of spawners, then you will become rich, because you can literally get billions in seconds, which I find insane. Because if you have enough spawners, you can make $1 billion a second, which is extremely crazy. So spawners are definitely the best way to get money. Please do like and subscribe if you like this. If I do get enough comments saying that they want a part 2 where I test all these other methods, then I shall get working on that.